Russia's dual objectives in targeting Ukraine's railway infrastructure. In recent months, Russia has intensified its strikes on Ukraine's railway system, causing widespread disruption to transportation and inflicting severe damage on key infrastructure. Analysts argue that Moscow appears to be pursuing two main goals through these targeted attacks. On September 18th, Ukraine reported that Russian forces struck railway facilities in the Poltava region with Gerun-2 drones, injuring one person and delaying multiple train services. Just a day earlier, the state railway company Ukrzaliznytsia confirmed a large-scale attack on its network, which led to major delays across several regions, especially Odessa and Dnipro. Although Russian air raids have been constant since the war began, since July 2025, Moscow has increasingly focused on rail infrastructure, particularly electricity substations powering the network. These strikes have forced traffic disruptions, rerouting of trains, and large-scale repair efforts by Ukrainian crews. Why the railways matter. Since the start of the war, Ukraine's airports have been shut down and all flights suspended, leaving railways and road transport as the only viable means of movement. For millions of Ukrainians, trains are an essential part of daily life. In Kiev alone, hundreds of thousands rely on rail to commute each day. More importantly, the railway system has proven indispensable for large-scale civilian evacuations, especially during the first weeks of the conflict in 2022. Economically, the railway network is the backbone of Ukrainian logistics. Thousands of freight wagons move raw materials, industrial goods, and fuel across the country. Disrupting these flows weakens Ukraine's economy. As Ukrainian Minister Alexei Kuleba noted, the aim of such attacks is clear: complicating passenger and freight transport, disrupting stable logistics, and adding pressure on people and the economy. Key strikes and escalation. Earlier in September 2025, Russia launched a major assault on Kremenchuk, targeting a vital bridge spanning the Dnipro River that carried both road and rail traffic. Its destruction severed one of Ukraine's longest transport links and paralyzed a major industrial hub near Kyiv. At the same time, Russian forces bombed critical railway centers such as Lazova in Kharkiv region and Kozyatin in Vinnytsia, both key junctions in the national network. Moscow has also struck passenger terminals. In one incident, a Russian Shahed drone hit a train preparing to depart from Kyiv, destroying an entire carriage. According to Alexander Putsovsky, chairman of Ukraine's railway board, our main stations, Lazova, Sinelnikovo, Kozyatin and others, are under heavy attack. Drones target substations, locomotive depots and passenger facilities systematically. Undermining railway diplomacy. Analysts suggest Russia's broader strategy is not only to cripple Ukraine's economy, but also to jeopardize its diplomatic channels. Since airspace remains closed, rail has become the sole means for world leaders and foreign delegations to reach Kyiv. This mode of travel, often referred to as railway diplomacy, has enabled countless visits by European officials and even former US President Joe Biden. By degrading Ukraine's rail capacity, Moscow may be seeking to isolate Kyiv politically as well as economically. These strikes echo earlier Russian tactics, at first targeting fuel depots, then energy infrastructure, and now railways. Each phase has aimed to disrupt Ukraine's resilience, complicate logistics, and escalate pressure on both its government and its people.